Hello world, I'm Chris Perillo, and this is the Locker Gnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of tech news, gadget views, and answers that you can use. Happy President's Day! And since I am the president of my company, Locker Gnome, I mean, you could be the president of your own company, it doesn't really mean much. I've been running it since 1996. Where's my present? I don't expect a present, but I do expect that you're going to like and share this video if you like this video enough to share it. Chris, when are you gonna shave the mustache? Dude, stop asking. I already told you, when we get 4,000 likes for the MacBook Air unboxing that I did live on Friday, and by the way, we're up to 3,500 right now, then I will shave it. And much to my wife Diana's chagrin, I spent most of the weekend playing with the MacBook Air. It's been fun, installing virtual machines of Windows 8, Windows 7, Android, Ubuntu, and Chrome. Yeah, I've got Android running here on the Mac. Check it out. I can even unlock it and install applications, browse the web, open settings. It's full on Android running on my Mac side by side with Windows 8. Thanks again to Parallels for passing the MacBook Air along, which will eventually be passed on to one of you. That's right, I'm giving that very MacBook Air away at some point in the future. Stay tuned. Even though the MacBook Air currently doesn't have a Retina display option, we've got one guest blogger who's a member of our community saying that he's been happy not seeing pixels for almost half a year with his Retina display MacBook Pro. I've certainly gone on record saying that Retina displays do look nice, it's just that performance-wise, they're not quite there yet. Still, if you want pixels to disappear, I mean, they're obviously still there, but to your eye, it just looks like you're looking at something that isn't a computer screen anymore. That's the beauty of Retina. Mind you, that's just Apple's marketing term for high PPI, pixels per inch. Say cheese! I got this LED bank by way of Photo Jojo. It arrived over the weekend. Cost me $30, and you can insert it into any headphone jack. It's made specifically for use with smartphones. And instead of relying on the LED flashes on any one of the smartphones, you could use this and get better indoor shots. Trust me, this bank of LEDs is going to produce clearer, sharper images indoors in low light situations than any flash. At least any flash built into a smartphone today. So if your primary digital camera is your smartphone, consider getting one of these. I'm an AFOL, an adult fan of LEGO, and we've got the list of the best LEGO sets you can buy and build today. The most popular set that I know of is the Death Star, and by the way, yes, it's still assembled and downstairs in our library. I'm very glad that Diana lets me play with LEGO, because I'm a fan of minifigs. And I'm also very grateful that someone made a model of my home office right there, although, Diana, where are you? You're not in here.
It should be right here.
Yeah. Even though the set is available to vote for on Kusu, you can't buy it yourself. I'm sorry, LEGO just doesn't like me that much. And believe it or not, I get emails all the time. By the way, chris@perillo.com, that's how you would get a hold of me, asking where's the best place to start with LEGO? And really, there is no best place. You just start with what you like or what you want. And please, don't tell me that LEGO bricks are just for kids. It's simply not the truth. Good news for Fandroids, the Galaxy S4 will definitely be announced on March 14th. I guess you guys better take note of that, or note 2. It's a pun. I'm certainly looking forward to it. Who wouldn't? It's a new gadget. LG's 5.5-inch 1080p Optimus G Pro is coming to North America. Again, you better take note, because it's going to be a competitor to this thing. Ubuntu teases tablet-related announcement for February 19th. Okay, is like everybody going to be releasing a tablet now? Seriously? Is this the thing? I guess so. I don't know if it could be any better or worse than what we have today. Are you even interested in the Ubuntu phone? Will you be just as interested in the tablet too? Can freezing an Android device crack its encryption keys? According to the article on the Sophos blog, if you can cycle the power quickly enough and reboot under your own control from some secondary device, such as a USB key, you might be able to see the ghostly remnants of what the previously running operating system was up to. Oh, Android, you're just so hackable. For more information about that possibility, check out the link in this video's description. Bill Gates calls for more innovation at Microsoft after mobile mistake. Bill Gates admits that Microsoft made mistakes in mobile, like things that some of us have been saying for quite some time? Where I believe Microsoft made the biggest mistake in mobile, well, it's with Windows 8, specifically Windows RT, which I know is not Windows 8, but it looks like Windows 8, and it runs on hardware that looks like it's hardware that is running Windows 8, but it's not. See, I don't understand Windows RT. Why didn't they just take the very elegant Windows Phone OS as it's evolved to this point, very, very fluid, very intuitive, beautiful, and it runs extremely well. Why didn't they take this and blow it up into a tablet. That would have made so much more sense. I mean, I totally would have been a fan of the, it's not Metro anymore. They're calling it Modern or whatever. This would be amazing in a tablet experience. And I think Windows RT would have worked better as the same name if it was the Windows Phone OS on a larger screen. And if Microsoft would have taken that route, I think they would have a few more users because the Windows Phone OS was designed with touch in mind. And if you look at the Surface, come on, it was designed with touch in mind. Microsoft's biggest problem may very well be themselves, having to let go of the past. I mean, Windows has been extremely successful to this point, but the market's already changing, and it's changing around them. And yes, they have evolved to a certain degree in mobile, but they just haven't evolved fast enough. And I've said it before, the world doesn't need Windows as much as Windows needs the world today. So do you think Microsoft has made a mistake in mobile? And you could say no. And if you said no, are you using a Windows phone and have you upgraded to a Windows 8 machine? Not just Windows 8 in general, but I mean an actual PC that supports Windows 8 natively in touch. Our question of the day is brought to you by GoDaddy.com. If you want to save money on your next purchase, just email me, chris@perillo.com, and I will send you the latest list of GoDaddy coupons I have for you. No, you can't buy a domain. You're a dog. Honey, would you talk some sense into him? He never listens to me. Or cough on him. Rybread761 asks, is it worth putting an SSD in my Mac? Yes, it's always going to be worth putting an SSD into your computer, so long as the computer can support the SSD over, let's say, a traditional hard drive. And I would say the same thing whether you have a Mac or a traditional PC. The best upgrades I've ever done over the years have always been going from a hard drive to an SSD. The speed difference is so palpable. I can't even use a computer that has just a hard drive in it. It's just too slow. Are SSDs worth the money? Yes, unless of course you're looking for a massive amount of space. SSDs don't give you that today, but the speed, I'm telling you, the speed is so worth it. And no matter how fast or how slow you're running right now, thanks again for liking and sharing this video with all of your friends, assuming that you liked what you saw and that you want other people to know, because that's the thing. You're only going to know that other people share your interests if you share your interests with them. So, are you interested? Yes, I think you are. We'll see you later.